And here we go, another World Cup special of football tussle there of the World Cup, as we say, and myself and then my fellow tussler. And it's been an eventful last 48 hours of quarterfinals there. As you can see, I'm still out of this world, but this time I stayed here because I'm now turned into an astronaut searching for Harry Kane's, what's it called, penalty ball there still. So I'm still out here searching. So I'm trying anyway, as well as conducting football tussle. It's not easy. Harry, you did me a number there still. Anyway. So Harry Kane, CBE, been issued. I think I heard the rumor. I don't know if it was true that King Charles III, what's it called, has issued a summons on Harry Kane's return to England straight to the palace because the MBE that was awarded a couple of years ago is going to be withdrawn. Well, I don't know if it's true. We just have to watch that space. Watch the Football Tussle news bulletin if it's exclusive. But anyway, back to the serious stuff.
Harry Kane was doing a Johnny Wilkinson. Before this is how
believe it. There's no better place to start anyway. What did you think of that? I mean, it was a quality game, but yeah, I'll let you go as usual there to dissect what happened.
Listen, dissect what happened. You know, I just feel like
that's what you could say.
I feel. I don't even know what to say. I think Southgate took off the wrong player.
Oh yeah,
Saka. I think
tired or not tired, you keep him on because there's nothing left to lose. He didn't look like he was tired.
Yeah, and I felt like he should have made the substitutions a bit earlier. And
that's the point to do.
But then I can't really. But then when you have two penalties in a game, I have to blame Harry Kane on that one. I have to. You bury those. All your penalties you scored in those meaningless, stupid games. These are the penalties you don't miss, and you had two penalties against your club teammate that you know in and out. I'm hearing people saying that Lloris psyched him out. Why don't you psych Lloris out?
That's what I'm saying. Do the reversal of the double bluff, the triple bluff, of the quadruple bluff, or whatever bluff.
You know,
do something, Harry.
You know,
he was gone even on the first penalty. Look how long he took to take the penalty. I was looking. He was looking that way. He was doing this. His eyes were closed. Then he changed his socks, moved the ball. Oh my God.
I knew he was going to miss it because he was moving like
the first one, he took so long.
Yeah. But the second one, with the way he looked, I knew he was going to miss it because he had that face like he looked shook. He had that face like Shevchenko against Liverpool in the Champions League final many years ago, 2006. You look and the eyes are red already. I'm thinking, why are your eyes red? And then and it's missed it. But listen, I can't be too hard on Harry. Not Harry. I can't be too hard on Southgate. I blame the players.
Yeah.
France were not that great. They were there for the taking.
Definitely. For me, 80% what's it called, Harry Kane, because there's two things in football. You either want a tap in or you want a penalty.
A penalty.
And they got the penalty. For me, the first penalty, I think, to my knowledge, I'm trying to remember because I had a couple of drinks even when it was happening. To my knowledge, I think on the first penalty, Hugo went the wrong way. On the second one, he went the right way. But the thing is, even if he goes the right, for me, Harry Kane, you can go the right, where the first penalty went, go there again. Because if you hit it the right speed and pace, the keeper's not saving it. It's very hard to save it if you've got the right pace. Where's the finesse? Maybe you change your ankles at the last moment. This is where you know a top player from, you know, like elite, and then, you know, like very good.
Hold on a second.
This is the moment where you make your status.
But hold on a second.
Even being England's most goal scorer or equal it, that means nothing. Harry's always chasing records. What's in the cupboard? What's in the trophy cabinet?
But listen. You can't say this stops it from being elite. Messi has missed penalties. Messi's missed penalties in this World Cup already.
Messi's got trophies.
Wow,
that's all I have to say.
Harry Kane, I can't help you. I'm not a Spurs supporter anyway.
There you go. But apart from that, what's it called? The thing is, as you say, Saka should never have been taken off. He wasn't proactive to make changes when you needed to. Once you're on top, bring on Rashford for Foden earlier because Foden wasn't needed anymore.
Foden was
in that game. Yeah. Sterling has only just come back from 3 or 4 days or how many days away from in England and the long haul flight back to Qatar. And then when you brought him on on the right side where he can't even play there anymore. So that was a poor thing altogether. So for me, once again, Southgate, and to talk truthful, for me, if I'm saying Southgate, you've had a good ride, you've been to 3 international tournaments, it's time to jog on. You've gone backwards. I'm hearing progression, but you've gone backwards. 2018 World Cup semi-finals against Croatia. Yes, they were a better team then. That's fine, but still you blew yourself. Last year, Euros, you blew yourself in the final there because you were too defensive after going ahead after 2 or 3 minutes there still. Next minute, you bring on penalty takers for the last touch of the ball from penalty spot. This year, or a couple of days ago, or yesterday, it was a penalty from what's it called?
You can't blame me for that. Harry Kane.
What the quarterfinals? So they've gone backwards. There's no progression. He's got one of the best squads in this World Cup. If you look at it, their bench compared to maybe other benches, look at it, man for man. So I'm sorry, I don't know.
But don't get to
let him go.
Don't get twisted, CIC. The English press, they hype up these players. They hype up.
It's not hype.
No.
You know yourself.
Hold on a second. They hype these players up. You're saying, look at the bench. Mason Mount ain't nothing to flip and cry over.
I agree with that.
Jack Grealish ain't nothing to cry over. You got Connor Cody on the bench. You got many players there.
Cody, I'm not talking about those names.
I know. Wait, hold on a second.
Cody and Henderson and Maguire, they should never see another tournament now. Their days are over.
The days are definitely over. But what I'm saying, when you're comparing, you're comparing the elite players, you're comparing the midfielder. Okay, you look at England's central midfielder. The only one that we could say in this tournament has actually shown up, Bellingham. But then you look at the French. You look at the French team. They had no Pogba. They had no Kante.
That's why it was poor.
But then they got Chicharmi or whatever his name is, and his quality. Don't get twisted.
Rabiot or whatever his name.
Rabiot is a bit old, but he was still playing. But the thing is,
that's why you named these things. That's why it was so poor that England couldn't get through against them.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that even these French players, we're saying the French team is nothing special, but these players, man for man, these players are better. If you're picking, hold on a second. Hold on a second. If you're picking, you could dissect it. If you're picking a striker, Mbappe or Harry Kane.
Oh no. Harry Kane. We're not talking about Mbappe because Mbappe is not playing there. So it'd be Mbappe. It'd be Harry Kane versus Giroud.
Come on, I'm talking about star players. I'm talking about star players
there. If we're gonna be dissecting, but we haven't got enough time for that anyway. Still, I know what you mean anyway. I know what you mean. Did you see Mbappe put the afterburners on against Walker? He slowed him down and said, "See you later." You were mocking me earlier in the week, Kyle Walker. You said Mbappe, no problem.
I ain't gonna lay no red carpet.
That's it. There you go. You might not need to lay the red carpet. You don't need carpet because I'm a road runner. I'm gone. Anyway, brilliant stuff there still anyway. But for me, England, this was a missed opportunity because this is not the best France team.
So you're saying Southgate to go then?
I have to say that you've gone to 3 international.
So who will be your replacement?
You've gone to 3 international tournaments. I always hear that old chestnut when
people. What you mean? But what's your replacement? I'm asking you.
There's people. There's loads of. In this tournament, there's loads of international jobs on offer anyway.
I'm asking you.
That's too cool. There you are.
Well done.
I've answered you. There you are.
Well done. Well done. It wouldn't do that anyway.
Maybe go to Germany because anyway, Germany's not available because the German Federation are not showing up to get
they still keep him flick. But that was a joke.
They should flick him off anyway. But well done to France. France looking to make history for the they've still got a couple of games to make history back to back. 60 years since someone's achieved that, and then if it happens, Deschamps will be one of the most legendary, if not best World Cup manager there since
of all time.
60 years of all time, whatever. But we'll see how that goes.
But I don't want that though. I want Argentina.
No one does because you don't want that. It's bad enough in Champions League, as I said in a couple of episodes.
I don't want that.
On the World Cup is even stronger.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Even though you've done it in fantasy football, so you don't like that, but you do when it's yourself. So stop it. Anyway, see,
off the record, off the cam, fantasy guys.
All right, there you
fantasy
go.
Tips. Leave your comments, man.
There you go. Still, but in the other, they missed a trick anyway. That's enough about what's it called, England anyway. In the other semi-final, Morocco, as they say, first African team to what's it called, to get to the semi-finals there, and then at the end of the 90 minutes, there was crying from the legendary Cristiano Ronaldo. He couldn't hold it. He couldn't get to the changing room quick enough.
I don't understand why Ronaldo is crying. He's had like 4 to 5 World Cups. At this point in time, you should be able to say, you know what, I should be fulfilled after 3 World Cups. I should be like, you know what,
I think the problem is the arch rival is having a good World Cup there and has got a chance to win it. So it's not easy there. It's like Roger Federer and Nadal. It's not easy. When you see your arch rival for how many years, Messi is carrying what's it called, Argentina there, and they're in the semi-finals. It hurts. The hearts. All you need is the changing room to be closer, but it couldn't get there in time.
I was going to say something, but Messi's already living in the shadows. Messi's already got more Ballon d'Ors.
But the World Cup, I tell you what, if Ronaldo won a World Cup now and Messi has more Ballon d'Ors, do you think Ronaldo will care about that one? No, because of the World Cup.
Well, but anyway, I'm glad. And so one reason I want Messi to win it, so that we could kill the whole debate. Who's a better player? Because we all know Messi.
There you go.
Is better than Cristiano
Ronaldo. Ronaldo's gone. But Morocco, brilliant from them. This is a brilliant tournament. This is, for me, it's been my best ever World Cup there still. It's had drama in all games there from day one. Well, for excitement, I'm telling you, 98 was good and the other ones have been good. But my God, this one in 2022 has been wonderful for me anyway still. Never give up there for some of these teams. Morocco, best defensive record. Who would have thought that? Only conceded 1 goal. My God.
Guess what? To be fair, and that was an own goal.
Says it all. See? Brilliant. From nowhere. And they're doing that. Even though the keeper blew himself there still. For me, this Portugal, no wonder Bruno Fernandes was gone. Players were gone there still. They blew themselves. The manager needs to go. He's gone anyway. Yeah, I think the manager should have brought on Ronaldo at halftime.
Listen, he brought Ronaldo.
Who is Ramos?
No, hold on a second. He brought Ronaldo.
Who is Ramos? Tell me.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you this time with regards to, for me, in those big games, you still start Ronaldo anyway. Sometimes you start your best players. And for me, he had Cancelo on the bench, even though Cancelo has been poor for Portugal for some reason. He had Ronaldo on the bench. And then the midfield, I keep saying Octavio and like,
why is Leao not being able to start in this game? He can get them great pace. Bernardo Silva, what is he doing?
Listen, I feel that the team is the manager though. I think the midfield is not balanced because you got Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes doesn't like the dirty work. Bernardo Silva is not going to give you that defensive flexibility. So he's playing Felix, Bernardo Silva, and Ramos. So for me, Bernardo Silva needs to play in central midfield.
Where's the pace?
You need Leao, Felix, and Ronaldo up top. You need someone fast. But then even when these guys have come on, they've not really done that much. I mean, I know Leao scored the other day, but listen.
I know what you're saying. But well done to Morocco. That's a brilliant performance for them. And what's it called, as I said, for the continent of Africa, they're still for making history. But maybe I think that we'll do the predictions if we got enough time at the end. Moving on to the what's it called, the day before that, where we had the war in between Netherlands and Argentina. What a poor referee performance. We thought the England game, the referee was poor because we forgot to mention that Howler of a ref. But what's it called?
I don't think
every touch was a yellow card in that game.
Listen, I don't just to quickly draw reference to the England game. I don't think the ref was that poor. He gave us 2 penalties. For a ref that was that poor, he gave you 2 penalties.
He didn't give it. It was what's it called? They were blatant penalties where he had to give it. Apart
regardless,
from that, he wouldn't give it. But let's not distract from.
Regardless, England blown themselves anyway. But yeah, they did. Back to Argentina and Holland. I don't know how. First of all, I thought Argentina were clear. I don't know. Holland showed great fighting spirit, but I feel like the game was so malicious. But I don't blame the Dutch players because you needed to see the Argentinian players were celebrating in front of them. Otamendi, Paredes, and all of these guys.
Messi himself was telling,
in front of players. And for me, obviously, I love Messi and I want Messi to win, but I didn't like that behavior from Argentinian players because exactly, Karma is just around the corner. and Brazil found out by mocking South Korea, and then they found out by losing the game against Korea. You know,
with the chicken dance. the manager, the manager was gone as
oh my days, my eyes.
My goodness, there. Don't do
eyes.
too much there. But anyway, and then I heard Aguero was telling people in the tunnel there to get lost and go away to
I saw that.
One horse or whatever.
Yeah, it was telling. Yeah.
So you Aguero to be downstairs anyway.
Listen, Aguero, he's doing all of this like love for Argentina. He's screwing. He's not part of it. But
of course, there's no medal for him if they win it. No,
exactly.
No honor, or is it honorary, whatever medal? No chance.
Nah.
Yeah, for me,
that was poor.
Once again, they blew themselves. You have to ask questions because well done to Argentina for getting through on penalties there. But you have to ask questions there.
On the penalty taken.
Yes. Van Dijk, you're brave, captain there. But for me, as we always talk about, what's it called? Because we're going to talk about it in the other game if we quickly anyway. But let's talk about this. You have to have your best penalty taker in the first two, in the first three, if not.
No, first three. No. I don't believe
the first one, like what Messi did.
The best penalty takes first, then the second best penalty taker, then the third best penalty taker. Because
if you wait number 5, you may never see it. I'm going to say it in the upper game.
Exactly, as Neymar found out. So you don't want to be doing it.
So for me, the what's it called? The what's it called? The what do they call it? The dream is still on for Messi and Argentina.
And I told you about Messi winning Golden Ball and top goal scorer. I told you.
How much is he on now?
He's
on 4.
I think it's at the same level as
No, he's on 4. He's on 4. Yeah, he's on 4, and then Neymar's still on 5, I think.
No. Neymar on 5, Mbappe on 5.
I'm not in Neymar. I mean, what's it called? Mbappe's on 5 and Messi's on 4.
I know you got Neymar on your fantasy, relax. But Mbappe.
Yeah, well, not anymore anyway. I have to quickly change it for
But
I know what you're saying. They're both our picks are still what's it called? Our choices are still able to get the golden boots.
Who's been the better? Who deserved the golden ball? Messi or Neymar? I mean, Messi or Mbappe at this point in time?
Well, I mean, what's it called? You only have to go by the stats, and the stats say what's it called? Mbappe. That's all I can go by. The stats of who's got the most goals at the moment.
No, I'm talking about golden player. Who's been the best player of the championship?
Oh, the best player in the tournaments.
Yeah,
I think what's it called it's Messi.
Okay, well done.
Yeah, but what's it called? As I said, what's it called? The dream is still on. Moving on to the shock of the ever. What's it called? Of that. What's it called? Day. Brazil. Too much overconfidence. And then you get turned over by the oldest, what's it called, squad in this year's tournament.
Couldn't believe it as well.
Croatia. My goodness, they haven't even got any strikers. And the worst thing is, it was a poor performance from Brazil. Neymar was awful until he did that, what's it called, brilliant move there with the quick football and a very good goal there still. But Brazil, you scored that late in the what's it called in the game. I mean, they were a bit unlucky.
They were a bit unlucky.
It was, but at the end of the day, it's a bit like the goal that what's it called that Croatia scored. It's kind of a bit like what's it called, the French one, even though the French one against England wasn't deflected.
What? No. Both French goals were good.
What I'm talking about is you're not the what's it called getting the body there still, because it was like this. The defender for Brazil was doing that still, and next minute that deflection took it past what's it called, Alisson.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, you don't concede a goal that late on in the what's it called. You see the game out.
Nah, you see the game out, or you either see the game out, or you go, or you score another one. And for me, I feel like he took out the players too early. Yeah. Once again, when you keep making and you bring on Pedro ahead of Martinelli, what kind of nonsense is that?
Because you look at, as you said, players were being taken out early.
Man.
Vinicius Junior, 64 minutes.
Stop. And there's no way a player of Vinicius caliber, I'm not saying he's that great, but he's a very good player. And all it is one moment. You need to leave this place at least. If you're not losing, you can leave it to the 70s and the 80s. If you're not losing, then you can start making
that. Because then we'll talk about being proactive.
No,
Maybe
no.
because
Yes,
England's game
listen.
being proactive.
No.
Not too
But
many.
the replacements are not good enough. Pedro is not a better striker than
Where's
Richarlison.
that Pedro from?
I couldn't care less. I don't know.
For a minute, I thought it was the old
Watford.
Chelsea Pedro.
No. Nah, I think I don't know if it's the guy from Watford. You know, I think it's the guy from Watford.
My goodness, if it's from Watford, my God, well done, Watford.
I'm thinking. Let me just have a quick look.
While he checks through that, still, I mean, Modric.
No.
Modric reached the last semi-finals, and they're doing it again, as they say. Croatia there, and they reached the final as well.
No. So this project's from Brazil, Flamengo, but no. I just feel like he made the changes too early, and
took off penalty takers.
Yeah, you did it too early, and then you're right, man. You don't consider that late. There's no excuse. Croatia was so surprised. How you letting man like this? They've been using that same midfield for 10 years. Modric, Borovic, or Kovacic. The same thing.
Even the strikers, a couple of those strikers have been there for a long time still.
Same thing.
How long has Lovren been there?
Flipping now, it's like a copy and paste team. They just keep pasting the same team sheet
But the experience. They never give up till the fight is done. Never give up till the fight is done. Brilliant from them. The goalkeeper as well, making saves as well still.
Livakovic, he's definitely announced himself. He's been a good goalkeeper. You know, even those people that play FM out there, Football Manager, they should know about him. I got in my FM, but
is that FM or EM? Oh, you're talking about the Football Manager. Sorry.
Don't worry. Football Manager. But yeah. So listen,
Roma, the old days, Roma, AC Milan.
Oh, is that the old days there? Roma.
The old PC there, the old PC. What's it called?
Banana
shot. Yeah, I remember. I won a championship. Next week, came back.
Championship manager 2001.
Yeah. Next minute, someone had switched the computer off in anger.
Oh, those were classic as well. People would play Football Manager. You blink your eye next to someone's turned off. He didn't say properly. The light went off. We're not in Nigeria where the light goes off. Shocking.
That's what I'm saying. There you are. But well done anyway. Yeah. But yeah, definitely what's it called? Croatia there. Brilliant from them because they got the experience. As I said, they reached the last final there. So they're looking to maybe, will it be a repeat of Croatia, France in the final again? But anyway, let's move on quickly and predict. Let's predict what's it called, the games there. So Croatia versus Argentina. What are you going for?
Argentina, extra time win.
There you are. I'm going for Argentina in 90 minutes tight game. And then obviously France, Morocco.
France.
There you are, France. So we're looking at France, Argentina in the final. And who's to win?
I think France wins the final, but I would really love Argentina to win it. So logically, France, my heart, Argentina.
I think what's it called? France just scrape it 2-1. But let's see how it goes. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Get watching. Get spreading the news. Support. Whatever you want to do. Join me over there. Harry, I need help. You big fool, Harry.
Woo, you blown up this war live.